Hi everyone. Today I wanted to go over a method of doing an autotransfusion that works really well for big dogs as opposed to using the syringe method. We came up with a kit and I'm going to tell you about everything inside it and how to do it. So first things first is you got your typical abdominocentesis step. So you got your extension set, your catheter or whatever the doctor is going to use to poke the belly, and through a stopcock. And then the stuff that you're going to add that's different is you're going to have a blood collection set. These are in cubics, but they'll also be in the kits. And that's just where we're going to put the blood. We have a blood primary set and just a regular primary set. So first things first, you're going to want to set everything up. And so what you'll do is you'll take this, the blood set, and you open it up. Instructions. You don't need those. I got the instructions. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take it out and it's going to look like this. And so you can crack this thing open. And inside of this, there's already an anticoagulant, so you don't need to use heparin or anything like that. It's already in this bag. You'll notice that there's two ports that you can use to spike it with. And so that's where we're going to put our two extension sets, or our primary sets rather. It doesn't really matter where they go. Either one can go on either side. So I have our regular set here, and I'm going to spike the bag. And then I'll clamp that off so nothing's moving. And then we will take our blood primary set. And we will spike the other side. And then clamp that off. So it's going to look kind of silly and there's a lot of moving parts and a lot of lines involved, but ideally what you're going to have is something that looks like this. So you have your blood set, your primary set on one side, and your blood primary set on the other side. And then you can just take your abdominocentesis stuff, and the doctor is ideally going to be doing that first. And then, so they can get that ready, and what you're going to do is you're going to hang this up and have it ready to go. And so the blood primary set is what you're going to use to put back into the dog. So we'll have that ready there. And then the regular primary set is what we're going to use to put into this bag. So what the doctor's going to do is poke the dog in the belly, but before they do that, you're going to do your best to open things, and sometimes it takes a really long time to get everything prepped. The other thing that you're going to have, which for whatever reason I can't find right now, is my syringe. But you'll just have your normal syringe that you're going to use to pull fluid off the belly. So we're going to be ready here. We have our regular three-way stopcock that we usually have, except what we're going to do is we're going to take this regular primary set and we're going to plug that into here. And so what it's going to look like I said, there's a lot of wires everywhere. But you have your extension set that we're going to use to connect to our catheter to pull from the dog, and then instead of pouring it into a container or something like that, we're going to actually pour it up into this bag here. So what the doctor's going to do is they're going to take their catheter and they're just going to stab this little doggo right here in the belly, and boop, blood everywhere. Oh my God, he's bleeding out. That's why we're doing this. Okay, so then that's in there, and so what you're going to do is you're going to pull your fluid from the dog's belly. It's red, see, it simulates blood. And we're going to pull it out of this dog's belly. Pull, pull, pull. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to clamp off to the patient, and we're going to, I'll take this down so you can see. But it's actually going to go see it going back into the bag. So it's going back into the bag right here, and then once you have one syringe full in the bag, you're okay to let it run through and then connect it to your patient. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this run, and you can see it's gonna start to flow down here in the blood collection set, or the blood primary set rather, and it's going, doing its thing, and then we're gonna hook it up to our IV catheter and let that thing flow. So right now, it's flowing into the dog, and you can keep pulling out of the belly because they'll be going at the same time. So it's flowing into the dog and then pulling out from its belly right now. And then when you got a syringe full, you just push it back into the bag right here, and the whole time it's continuously flowing into the dog. So you can do syringe after syringe, you can do as much as you possibly can and keep pulling from the dog, and the whole time you're pouring blood back into its vein. And that is how you do that. And I have visuals in the book as well, because sometimes I don't explain things that well. But that's pretty much all there is to it. It's pretty simple to set up, as you can see, and then it's really easy to do, and it's just a quick way to get a lot of fluid from the dog's belly and back into them. I think that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, email me, because this will be sent on the email. And your dog looks great. Look how happy he looks. Goodbye. And it's all wet.